All right, so let's talk about Priya. She's a super smart MBA student, but online, she was basically a ghost. We're going to walk through the exact playbook she used to go from just another face in the crowd to a recruiter's absolute top pick. And listen, her story can be your story. So let's dive in.
But first, I have a question for you, and I want you to be really honest with yourself. If a recruiter Googles your name right now, this very second, what are they going to find? Is it nothing? An old, outdated social media account? Or is it a powerful, professional brand that makes them want to pick up the phone? The stakes here are just incredibly high.
You know, the very first thing we did with Priya was a huge mindset shift. For you, maybe LinkedIn feels like social media, but for a recruiter, it's a professional branding platform. It's a search engine for talent. This is not about catching up with old high school friends. This is about strategically building your entire future career. So where do we even begin? Well, with Priya, we started with the first 5 seconds. Seriously, that is all the time you get. We focused everything on winning that first glance, on building those crucial foundational elements of her digital brand. It always starts with the photo. Think of it as the front door to your entire professional brand. We had Priya swap out her casual picture for a proper professional one immediately. And the rules here, they're simple and totally non-negotiable. We're talking smart attire, a plain background, and a confident, approachable look. Absolutely no selfies, no pictures from your cousin's wedding, and please, no sunglasses. And look, this isn't just my opinion. This is an insider tip, straight from the recruiters themselves. They all say the same thing. A professional photo is an instant signal of credibility. It tells them you get it, that you understand the professional world you're trying to enter. Okay, next up, Priya's headline. It just said MBA student. And you know what that is? It's a digital dead end. It makes her sound exactly like hundreds of thousands of other people. It says nothing about her goals, her skills, or what makes her special. It's a total missed opportunity.
So we junked that old headline and gave her this powerful 4-part formula instead. Think of it as a recipe for a headline that actually gets you noticed. Start with your aspiration, then add your qualification. Follow it with your key skills, and finish with your specific area of interest. This little structure tells a recruiter everything they need to know in a single glance.
And just look at how well this formula works for any field. Suddenly, Priya wasn't just another MBA student. No, she was an aspiring marketing manager and a digital campaign strategist. See the difference? One is generic, the other is a powerful pitch that makes you impossible to ignore.
All right, so Priya's first impression is now locked in. She's got the great photo, the killer headline, but that's just the hook. You have to back it up with a real story. A strong brand needs proof, and that proof comes from a well-crafted narrative of achievement.
The change in her About section was like night and day. She went from this passive, almost boring, I'm looking for opportunities, to something active and full of impact. It tells a story, it highlights her specialty in marketing, and, this is the most important part, it has a hard number. Improved engagement rates by 22%. That number is undeniable proof of her value.
And here's another piece of inside info for you. Numbers are the language of business. Recruiters are literally trained to scan for them. When you quantify your achievements with percentages, or dollar amounts, or time saved, you make your profile instantly more credible. It just pops off the page. So you might be wondering, okay, but how do I even find these numbers and stories? Well, we used a simple framework called the STAR method. It's a way to structure your experience into a powerful story. You just talk about the situation, the task you were given, the specific action you took, and then the all-important measurable result. I mean, the difference is just undeniable, right? Worked on marketing internship, that tells me nothing. It's forgettable. But using the STAR method, Priya turned that same exact experience into a story about leadership and impact with a clear, fantastic result. A 30% increase in leads. Now that gets a recruiter's attention. Okay, this next part, this is the real game changer. This is where we moved Priya from just having a great-looking profile to actively creating her own opportunities. We went from a passive strategy to a proactive attack plan. Because let's be real, you can't just build a great profile and hope someone stumbles upon it. You have to go out there and make things happen. The whole plan started with one simple number, 50. We sat down and made a list of 50, that's 50, target companies. This wasn't just a random wish list, it was a focused, strategic hit list of the places she really wanted to work. And then we blew that number up. The next goal, to connect with 200 professionals across those 50 companies. Now I know what you're thinking, 200? That's a ton. But here's why.
Visibility creates opportunity. You simply can't get hired for a job if nobody knows you exist.
200 sounds like a huge, scary number, but we broke it down into this incredibly simple, manageable process. Step 1, you have your 50 companies. Step 2, you find just 4 alumni from your school at each of those companies. And Step 3, the most critical step of all, you personalize every single connection request. No exceptions.
This right here, this is the golden key. Most people just hit that connect button with no message, which is lazy. This note is different. It's professional, it's brief, and it's respectful. It tells them who you are, what you want, and most importantly, why you're reaching out to them. A simple, personalized note like this will absolutely skyrocket your acceptance rate.
Okay, so Priya's profile is transformed. Her networking plan is in full swing. What's next? Well, we needed a way for her to constantly check in and maintain this powerful new brand. It's time for the final inspection.
And I want you to do this for yourself right now. Let's do a quick audit. On a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate your profile on these 5 things? Professionalism, your photo and headline. Clarity, is it obvious what you want? Relevance, is it tailored for your industry? Credibility, have you used numbers? And visibility, are you actually out there networking? Add up your score. Be tough on yourself. If you're below a 20, you've got some work to do, and you should start today.
I want to leave you with this one last thought because it's so important. Your LinkedIn profile isn't a resume. A resume is a static document. This is your living, breathing digital reputation. It's the story that the world reads about you before you even get a chance to say hello. So you have to ask yourself, what story is yours telling?